So Moravian College is founded in 1742, and its first revolutionary act is not to be founded like the other schools for wealthy boys. It's founded for girls, and it becomes the first college for women in the country. It also takes on Comenius's charge to provide education for all. Comenius stated that education is worthy of the rich and the poor, the noble and the ignoble, boys and girls, those from rural areas and those from large cities. So this is the 18th century we're talking about, and Moravian College is the sixth oldest college. So its revolutionary history starts in education.
The Apple Technology program allows students to be digital citizens, and good digital citizens, because they're used to using their technology and they're fact-checking. They're not just taking that first glance at something and saying that's truth. This gives them the ability to research, to look it up, to be sure, to find sources, which is huge in a writing classroom. And this technology lets students do that, and they're becoming stewards of the future by doing so.
I never had my own laptop, never had my own tablet, and I think that, in my opinion, it was one of the reasons that made me want to come here, not just because it's close to home and it's a beautiful campus, a small campus, you kind of feel more at home here, but that's one of the reasons why I decided to come to Moravian.
Similar to how students need to become adept at transferring their writing skills to different circumstances, we found that faculty also needed to learn how to transfer their pedagogy to these different digital environments. And so a lot of the support that we provided through the early phases of the Apple Initiative and the Mellon Grant, really in teaching people how to teach, because they already have that, it was just in helping them with the tools and figuring out how to use these tools to their best advantage in the context.
Every student always has the technology on them. So, when I first came to Moravian, very basic things, registering for classes, for example, was something where you had to go to the computer lab or go to the registrar. If I was trying to investigate, what my degree plan was, I'm trying to investigate what I want to major in, you have to go somewhere to do it. Now students can just pull up their computer and just right then and there, investigate, sign up.
I've seen Apple Technology allow students to become more creative because it really is putting them in a mindset with which they are familiar. They're using their devices at home or in their dorm rooms, and now that they're sitting in classroom able to use those same devices, it broadens their thinking, it broadens their creativity. They're not sort of stuck in the I'm in the classroom, it's more I'm in a creative space, which is really what I like to push for my classroom in particular, and Apple Technology completely helps that situation.
Part of my office works with accessibility. And so, particularly with the Apple tools, there's so many options for students to be able to take notes, to record lessons, to be able to share documents with each other. And so for students that have accessibility accommodation needs, it's been providing a lot more tools to help support the students.
So when you start with the ubiquitous laptop program, one of the neat things that happens in year one is everybody seems glued to a one-to-one relationship with their computer. You go to the hub and you see 5 students and 5 MacBooks are open and they're all focused on that. But then in year 2 or 3, you see that they've moved it to the side and they're having a conversation, they're in dialogue, maybe someone's keeping notes, or they're gathered around as a group talking to someone in another country.
I think the main things that we as students talk about is just, I guess, how cool the stuff is. I remember at Mayreg when we had gotten our laptops, I personally wasn't expecting to get the newer MacBook model, and right away, I saw the touch bar, I thought that was pretty cool. I saw the trackpad was huge, I thought that was kind of cool as well. It's kind of the little things that we talk about.
Let's not be comfortable with the status quo of liberal arts colleges. Let's be revolutionary and make our own definition of liberal arts colleges, just like our founders did. Our students deserve it, our college deserves it, and our society needs it.